Hey guys, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. Welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. And I just got back from New York Comic Con, which was an absolute blast. I actually wasn't planning on going at all this year, but a couple of outside factors definitely influenced me, and I'm so glad that I went. It was an absolute blast. I had a great time. But of course, I wanted to show you what stuff I got. The haul. This is going to be a haul video. And so it's art, it's signatures, a lot of art, which I'm very excited about. So I'm going to start off by showing you this. So this is my Batman cowl. This is my Robert Pattinson cowl, and I've been getting autographs and signatures on it for quite some time. And the one I'm really excited about is I got Jim Lee's autograph on this. And so it has, a dozen or so amazing autographs from some of the best creatives in the industry. And the crazy thing is, though, is I think I'm going to end up selling this, believe it or not, because I found one that I like even more. And this is this one right here. So this cowl is 3D printed, and it was finished by my good friend Eric B. And he was able to get this thing done literally seconds before he needed to have it signed. It was an impossible task, and I can't thank Eric B enough from All Things Art. If you haven't checked out his channel, please make sure you do so. But this cowl looks amazing, and it's finished. And I wanted to show you some of the autographs. You can see David Finch right up there. You got Jim Lee across the top. You also have Jason Fabok right there, which is great. Let's see, you've got, I'm trying to remember who's all on here. We got Lee Bermejo right there. We got George Jimenez right there. We've got Ivan Reyes, David Dismalchin. We've got, I'm trying to think, look at this one. Scott Snyder, he drew a Batman logo for me. So that's really cool. Let's see, who else do we have on this side? We got Jeff Loeb. We've got, let's see, this is Ryan Benjamin right here. His is different. Of course, Greg Capullo, which is awesome. You got Sean Murphy right there. Jeff Johns signed this for me right there. It's just, this is Danny Earls. He says best Dan. Now, Danny Earls right there. And then I've got I've got Brian Azzarello on the back and Bill Sienkiewicz, which is also awesome. And so I've got a few extra places that I can definitely maybe get a Gabriel Auto. But this really truly became one of my all-time favorite things in the collection. And again, it's all thanks to like Matt, Dan, Eric. They all suggested I do a cowl. And I really wanted something a little bit more that's, I love the movie cowl, but I wanted something a little bit more comic book-like. And that's definitely this right here. It just turned out really great. I really love it so much. And again, I'm going to kind of display it kind of like this, have it on some sort of stand. But again, I've got some of my favorite artists in the world on this, and it was so cool to be able to meet them, obviously, in person. It was just really awesome, really funny. Sorry, I'm thinking funny because I forgot to tell you about one more. So this one, I thought I met Clay Mann, and this signature is not Clay Mann's. I paid $10 to meet somebody that looks like Clay Mann. Apparently, Clay Mann has a brother, and so this is Clay Mann's brother signature. So I'm definitely going to have to still get Clay Mann's on here next to it, but his brother is an inker. So I thought that was really funny. But I thought it was Clay Mann, but yeah, who knew? He had a twin brother. So now you guys know. So anyway, that's what I meant by funny. But it was such an adventure. It was so cool to be able to, just interact with all the artists. And to meet this many artists all in one weekend is pretty unbelievable. So yeah, this was all acquired in one weekend at New York Comic Con. Absolutely crazy, right? So I got the two cowls, and that was that. Some of my other stuff from the haul. This one's really cool. So this is Cameron Monaghan, who played Jerome, who played the Joker on Gotham. Eric and I had a chance to meet him, so that was really cool. So I got to keep the actual photo. We did the digital download as well, which is cool. I got this. And I don't know anything what this is, so I'll probably, auction this off or give this away or something. This is Count Crowley, and it was signed by David Dismalchin. Some of you might know him from Gotham or The Dark Knight. He's been in a lot of movies and stuff. But obviously it's a new comic, and so he did sign that, so I thought that was really cool. I think he signed a comic book as well, but I don't know if, oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, I signed the cover right here as well. And again, this is called DC Horror Present Creature Commandos. So very fitting for Halloween time. And again, it is signed in gold pen, David DeSmulchin, which is really cool. So obviously he did the writing on this. So that's really cool. So yeah, he was just randomly down in Artist Alley. So that was really cool. Like I mentioned, I did get to meet Jim Lee, and as part of that, you get the signatures. And so we got a few signatures, but we also get this print also for the amount we pay. So we picked up this print right here. This is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and it is signed by Jim there at the top, which is really cool. So nice oversized print. I don't know if it's 11 by 17. I think it's probably 11 by 17. So again, I'll probably be auctioning off this on the Rogues Gallery auction show because I don't need a Trinity piece, but man, sure is beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful print. Okay, so now that leads us to the original art, okay? I mentioned Danny Earls. Now, Danny Earls is a fan of the channel, and he had met Eric prior, and he said he really wanted to meet me, and I really wanted to meet him, so it was really cool. So as soon as I saw him, we both gave each other a big hug, and he is such a nice guy. I would say definitely one of the nicest guys in the industry. I think of like him, I think of David Finch, I think of Sean Murphy. Like these guys are just incredibly nice. And he said, Chris, come back tomorrow. I have something for you. And I went up to his booth and he apologized and he said, I haven't had a chance to get quite finished with it yet. So I got to see him do a commission for me. And this is it right here. It's absolutely incredible. If you know anything about Danny Earls, he does all of these incredible skyscrapes or cityscapes is what the word I'm trying to say is. It's just so good. And you can see it's got the blimps in the background. It's got the moon. And so this is very cool. So this is going to go into my entryway. I love the bats. He signed it for me. And again, he did it all in person right there. He's even got some scratches on the back, which is cool. Kind of his thinking. But like, look at the stubble on his chin. It's so good. So anyway, Danny, thank you very much. If you're watching this, this means, I told you at the show, like this was definitely a highlight of my trip. So many amazing adventures and memories from that trip, but this is at the top. Just because, you know, we say about how we focus on positivity on this channel and connecting with other collectors and building the community. And that is exactly what we've done. And you're a part of it, my friend. And thank you very much for this. This, again, means the world to me. So thank you very much. Okay, let's go to how about a couple David Finch? I was able to get a couple of David Finch pieces. I'm definitely winding down for sure. I maybe have one left potentially, but I'm definitely getting into a little bit more obscure. I asked him to do this as a tribute to Tim Sale, and he delivered. This is Carmine Falcone. Absolutely incredible. Smelling the Rose. This is definitely the first time he's ever been asked to do this character. I even talked to him at the show. I said, you know, David, I was like, I bet you no one's ever asked you to do a Carmine Falcone commission. And he said, you would be correct. So leave it to the BSC, right? But isn't that just awesome? He did it, and we got the scratches from Selena. So good. And then, of course, we also have, this one's going to blow your mind, guys. This is another David Finch Mask of the Phantasm. Absolutely incredible. I couldn't have asked for anything better. I said if he would kind of do it in the more modern, you know, Clay Mann style, kind of that modern look of her. But look at that. Look at that. It's so freaking good. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so anyway, 2 David Finches. Can't wait to frame it and add it to my Finch wall. It's going to be incredible. Okay. Now this one's really awesome. Okay, so I ran across an artist that I wasn't familiar with, and his name is Tom Derenick. Okay, and I saw a lot of his work on Facebook, and he's a DC artist, DC published cover artist, and I was like, I really like his style. I really like what he did, and so I said, would you do a Joker portrait for me? I mean, look at this. This is phenomenal. Look at the line work. It is so good. It's so good, as a matter of fact. So I introduced him, or I introduced Eric to him, and Eric was blown away by what he saw, and so he wanted to do a Riddler commission, and he did, and it turned out phenomenal. We also ran into him at dinner, which was really cool. Just a very cool guy. He gave me his phone number so we could text each other. It was very awesome. So again, Tom Derenick, incredible artist. So if you look him up, guys, he has really great prices. I think for this one I paid $150. So that's really amazing. I mean, just absolutely incredible. Imagine doing a whole Rogues wall of these. Like, it's just so good, right? Okay, that leads us down to our final three. Now these are the bigger ones. These are like more like 11 by 17 style. The first one I was not expecting to buy. I had not planned on buying it, but I was talking with Javi Fernandez. Now, some of you might know his work. He did the Two-Face One Bad Day. I have the Joker original, where he's got that big splash page. So I already have an original from him. And we were talking about that, and I'm thumbing through the book, and I saw this one. And so I decided I had to have it. So let me show you some of the close-up details here. So again, this is an original from Javi Fernandez. It's just so good. I loved the use of the white space. I like the cityscape. You can even see some pencil marks where he was doing his drawing. Got the shadow, but I just thought Batman looked so cool. So I can't wait to get this one framed up. And again, I was not expecting at all to get this one, but I really like it. It's got all the white lines. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but the white lines of the rain shining down. Just a beautiful piece. So yeah, I got an extra piece. Crazy, right? Okay, these next two are big and freaking expensive. I've spent more money at this con, or just in general, I think, than I ever have at one sitting, because I got a piece from Jim Lee and I got a piece from Lee Bermejo. The first one, I want to thank Albert Moy, who offered this to be available. I also want to thank Eric for passing on this one, because he was already getting a commission. He was offered this first. And so thank you, Eric, for even mentioning it to me. My wallet hates you, though. Absolutely hates you. But I got an 11 by 17 Jim Lee. A lot of white space on this one, but I like it. I like the duality of the dark and the light, which again is what Batman's all about. I really like when he does these ink washes. This one might not be, everybody's favorite. I love it. And I got to talk to Jim. I said, Jim, I bought this one from Albert. And Jim's like, yeah. And he was explaining his theory and kind of what he was going for, the storytelling element. He did sign at Jim Lee there. I was hoping to get a picture of it with him. I should have got it first, but I didn't. So anyway, I did get to meet Jim Lee. It was just an honor. And again, to have something this large in the collection is really special. So Jim Lee right here. I absolutely love it. It's so cool. So cool. Okay. That's cool, right? But I think this one is by far the coolest of them all. I have to give a major shout out to Lee Bermejo. Definitely one of my favorite artists. Does a very realistic style. His family member was having some surgery in LA, so he had to cancel New York. But he hit me up and he said, hey, Chris, I would really like to do this commission for you. If I don't do it now, it might not happen. I get busy, and he lives overseas in Paris. And so he was flying into New York, and I said, could my friend Eric meet you? Eric had never met him. So Eric got to go to his hotel, meet up with Lee Bermejo, have a conversation with him without other collectors, other fans there. And I know that meant a lot to Eric. So again, Eric, thank you for picking it up. But I have my own Lee Bermejo original. Joker fighting Batman. I specifically asked to put a little bit of red for his lips and blood. He did one similar a number of years back, and he said he really wanted to tackle this one and improve on that piece. And I think he did just that. The line work, it's just so good. Hopefully you guys can appreciate this piece. And again, my plan is to I have the Joker and Batman by him. And so Joker and Batman are going to be facing each other, and this is going to be in the middle. So, I mean, again, does it get, these things are crazy that these are in my collection. And basically I need to be done. I need to be done now. I've spent a lot of money putting my favorite artists on the wall. Like with the exception of maybe another Finch or 2 or 7. No, I'm just kidding. But I just can't believe it. I can't believe between that and the cowl. I had such a great time. I had such a great time with the guys. Thank you everybody that came up to say hello. I had so many people stop me and say they love the channel. Thank you for the positivity. Thank you for just being on YouTube. And again, that means the world to me that you guys appreciate that, because I appreciate each and every one of you. I have a lot of framing to do. I'm exhausted still from the con, but I had to show you this stuff today because I knew you were going to want to see it. And yeah, I mean, just from top to bottom, it's so cool to collect this stuff. It's so cool. It's a passion of mine. And I love the statues, but you guys know I've really taken to this art stuff. And when I'm passionate about something, I go all in, all in. And so anyway, thank you guys so very much for checking out this video today. I hope you're just doing great out there, and thank you for taking time to watch. And let me know if you went to New York. Let me know if you picked up anything. It's just, man, what a great weekend this was. Okay, I'm gonna quit rambling on. I'm gonna go maybe take a nap or something. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, I have partnered up with Red Wolf Collectibles, maker of incredible comic book display options, including this outstanding, heavy-duty, and well-made slab stand featuring an anti-slip pad and all the accessories needed to display your most prized slab comic books, just like this one here in my collection. And now they even have interchangeable 3D design plates that feature really strong magnets that let you easily swap out logos to match your comic books, slabs, or whatever superhero you want to feature in your display in an absolutely incredible way. And these are just some of the plates available for purchase from DC, Marvel, and much, much more. I mean, look at all of the options here. You can even have your own custom logo made. And they also offer magnetized comic book frames. You simply remove the front, place your comic book inside, and place the magnetized cover back on. It's that simple, yet looks absolutely amazing, and even features a built-in hook so you can display it on the wall. I mean, look how awesome this looks. Now, if you don't have a slab, you can also purchase their protective comic book cases, which feature high-quality metal corners and screws. And you can also pair this up with the display stands to give it that amazing slab look. Now, all of these are absolutely incredible, and make sure you use code STATUE at checkout for a discount at redwolfcollectibles.com. I'm so happy to be partnering with them because their products are absolutely amazing. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.